Get in where you fit in. I try my best not to blow the horn at people, but this is gonna prevent a collision, I'm sure. Honking horn. All right, got the $210 incentive. $210 trips. Which way I gotta go? Okay. So let me look at the wallet. Yup. Shit. Should turn right there. Do the quick scan of the. Make sure I look in the mirror. Oh no! I was gonna go in the parking lot, sir. Oh, never mind. Looks right here, but I might be on the other side. Did they want to eat triple it? The number to my license plate? I was just gonna put your luggage back. Yeah, sure? Yeah. Which side you gonna sit on? Alright, I'll put it in. Perfect. Does it have? It doesn't even have four. Let me see.
Swap.
No, it doesn't have the pin, man. That's you, right?
Sorry?
That's you, Swapna?
Swapna.
All right.
Yeah.
How was your flight, ma'am?
Fine, good. Actually, I'm in the meeting, so I cannot talk much.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No problem. I was just being cordial.
Yeah. Is belt mandatory here? The back seat belt?
Yes, but it's up to you, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I'll just put it.
here, ma'am?
Yeah. Is this the main entrance?
I don't know. That's what it has. But if you want me to take you around there, or
I'm not sure.
this is the valet. Let me ask him. Is this the main entrance, sir?
Make it up.
I'm dropping her off.
Okay. Yeah, just if you don't mind, sir, just go.
Scoot up a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
I have to get your bag out, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is this the main entrance? This is the main entrance.
Good day, sir. Which way did I go? Let's see. Let it cut. I think it left. I'm thinking left, but I might be wrong. When you start turning, this starts going any direction. Just gotta give a good estimated guess. Man, the streets down here are so ratchet, man. Buy me an air pump today. That tire was a little low.
Oh, yeah, I've had to use those before myself.
Oh, yeah, I've done ran through two of them already. So.
I'm trying to figure out where my hand. I couldn't remember where the handle was. I'll take this with me, sir.
My name's Chris, and I'll be your driver. And I'm
All right.
recording for your and not my safety.
Okay,
Because
cool.
people don't know how to drive, and who knows what's happening in the car these days.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you saw that the Uber driver, he passed away from his injuries from a
No.
couple days ago.
No, where?
He got shot here in Castle Hills.
Good Lord.
61 years old.
Oh, that's horrible.
I know he got shot, but I already had the feeling, man.
Was it on a ride? He had picked up a customer?
From what I gather is I guess some youngster. I'm thinking it's a youngster because only youngsters do stupid stuff like
Yeah.
that. They I guess they were in a conflict with someone, And then he called the Uber for the getaway driver, and man, you're not gonna get away with no Uber driver, man.
No.
Unless I'm behind the wheel, then we're gonna get away. But yeah, and
that's sad. That's really sad.
61 years old, man.
Did you know? Did he have family?
I'm certain he does, but I don't know how to do this. I don't even know the person's name, because they didn't divulge all that information early.
Oh.
Because I would like to start a GoFundMe for him. I'll drop $100 or $200 on it,
Yeah.
just to get it going. Because I know the medical bills, and then to put someone in the ground is pricey
Yeah,
these days, man. And
It's crazy, and to have something like that suddenly happen to anybody.
at work,
Yes.
this is already dangerous enough as it is with the driving.
Yep. It certainly is.
Yeah, because I was delivery driving. I did it about 10 months.
For Uber.
Yeah, for Uber Eats. Yeah, and everybody's saying you can't make money off of it. You can't make money off of that. You can't make money off of that. Well, I'm not you. I can make money off of that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so I made a card. So because I started a YouTube channel and I'm trying to help people how to make money, but
Okay.
you can lead a horse to water, a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
A long time ago, when I was in my 20s, I delivered pizza all over.
No,
my
that's
hometown.
That's dangerous.
It is, and but all them, and I also had a paper routes and hired paper carriers and took over down paper routes and.
It's a hustle game, right?
Exactly. You got to, because when I was younger, and it's getting that way again today, is you got to have 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to sell newspapers too when I was a kid. My grandpa put that hustler in me.
Yep.
Cause
My mom always worked 3 jobs.
It's tough, man.
Yep.
Nobody works for minimum wage anymore. I don't even know why minimum wage is still 7.25 or whatever it is.
It's just about impossible for anybody to make. You certainly can't take care of a family.
No.
I mean, if you're a teenager making minimum wage, all right.
Yeah, you're living with mom and pops. You make 150, 200 a week.
Right.
But
It ain't good. That's not gonna.
come on, man. How you gonna do me like that? It's lack of respect, boy. Look, they're getting over there.
Yep.
Man, somebody tried to get me yesterday. I got it on recording it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get mad until he said, I said, you cut me off ugly, man. I had to go in this lane right here, but it was like two lanes and one in the middle.
Uh-huh.
I was all calm when I told him that. I said, where did you learn to drive, bro? Just to get him his response. And you should have let me in. I'm like, what you mean? That got me mad because your time is not more important than mine. I don't care who you are. Wait in line just like I did.
I'll tell you a story about road rage if you want to hear it.
Yeah,
So,
fire away. I shoot.
when I was a lot younger, God, it's got to be almost 35 years ago or so. I was one Friday night. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, and one Friday night, I didn't have to work on Saturday, but my girlfriend did, and I was trying to convince her to go with me to go to the midnight movie. She didn't want to go, so I was like, but she said it's fine, you go on. So I was like, all right, if sure. And so I went to the midnight movie by myself. And when it let out, 1:30ish or so, and I'm trying to leave the parking lot to go home.
Yeah.
There's only one kind of exit out of this big long parking lot. You gotta, and cars are
Bottlenose
queuing
there?
up. Yeah. And so I happened to get behind this little pickup truck with 2 guys in it, and there was a series of rows of speed bumps, and every speed bump these yahoos would pull up to the speed bump, roll back, and then burn their tires out. And a couple times, okay, but about the 3rd or 4th one, I can't remember, I honked.
Yeah.
And so the driver stuck his finger out the window, gave me the bird.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I can play that game. Stuck my finger out and gave him the bird. And I thought that's all it was going to be. But then he sees it and he stops and gets out of his truck, starts walking back to me, and I can see his mouth running. And I'm thinking, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
And so I get out of my truck like an idiot, but I'm not mad. But, this guy's incensed. But I'm thinking it's going to be a FU contest. When he gets up close to me, he's still cussing, and he hauls off and hits me. And at first I'm stunned.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. Wasn't looking for it.
In a small town like that, everybody doesn't know everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Tulsa's about half the size of San Antonio, but San Antonio always reminds me of Tulsa.
Oh, yeah.
A big Tulsa. So it's a big city, but not like San Antonio.
Yeah.
But anyway, maybe 500,000. I don't know. I can't.
Oh, back then, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, after he hits me, my first reaction for just a split second was stunned. It didn't hurt. But I grabbed him by the throat with my left hand, and I turned him around because he's an inch or two shorter than me.
Yeah.
And I punched him in the face, and I was just about to put his head through my windshield against my truck.
Yeah.
And I was about to just lay into him. And the next thing I know, I'm winding up to hit him again, and I see just this explosion, almost like you see in these silly little cartoons where they see these stars and almost like that, but it's just all this flashing light. And what had happened is I forgot about his buddy had got out of the truck, and he had a baseball bat.
Oh, man.
And he laid it right here across my head and put a dent in my head that's still there.
Damn.
And so then he hit me again, and I dropped to my knees. Then
they were gonna start something with somebody.
Yeah, they were just assholes.
Yeah.
And so when I went to my knees, then they both started stomping me and hitting me with the bat and stuff. And there was a couple in a car behind me, and they were seeing this go down, and they start honking and flashing their lights, and so eventually these guys give up because they're being watched or seen.
Yeah.
And so they jump back in their truck and take off. And I was trying to pull myself up off the ground, bloody mess.
Yeah, that bat, is no joke, man.
Yeah, I got hit like 3 or 4 times with that, and then got stomped when I was on the ground. So,
but you don't do that. So if you're fighting or whatever, as soon as the person hits the ground, it's over with.
You should. Yeah, you would think. But
if it's a fair fight.
Right. Well, I mean, 2-on-1's not
person
fair
has
anyway.
the person has morals.
But anyway, the couple or the guy or I can't remember. They said we need to call an ambulance. We need to get you to the hospital. And I'm like, no, I can't afford an ambulance. I'm too cheap. I'll drive myself. And they were both like, no, you can't do it. And I'm like, yeah, I can because I can't afford an ambulance. So I pull myself back in my pickup truck, drive to the hospital emergency room. It was like 2 a.m, and this particular hospital is a busy hospital, kind of on the edge of downtown, and it's always busy. And I don't know if you ever been to many emergency rooms, but typically you got to wait no matter what. Well, I walk in, and I look like Carrie, with all that blood just gushing off of me. Like someone poured a bucket of blood on me, and I'm still bleeding right and left. And I was in such bad. I looked so bad.
Internal too.
I looked so bad that they just took me right on back. They didn't start doing paperwork. They just took my ass back and started working on me. And I remember the other clear thing about that whole night. One from that whole road rage stupidity thing. But the other thing was later on there was a police officer in there taking the report, and I couldn't tell him jack. I didn't see get a license number out, and wasn't even thinking about that. And but there's an intern sewing up my head, and they got shaved half my head and got anesthetized, and I'm sitting on it up, and they're sewing it up, and the cop's just taking the report, writing down, and he's got this attitude that is kind of like it's the 8th or 9th of the report like this he's written that night, and he's kind of nonchalant, kind of bored, and as he has his head down, he's not even looking at me, he's just looking at his report, and I'm looking at him, and he says, he goes, you're pretty lucky. And I don't know why, but that just pissed me off, because I said lucky, I just got my ass stomped, and you're calling this lucky?
Could have died. That's what he's
I got mad at the cop.
Yeah.
And he stopped right, and he looks up, and he said this. He goes, they could have had a gun.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, I am lucky.
Yeah. I've been jumping for too, man. The police were gonna take me to jail too.
Yep.
But one of the bouncers told him I was the victim, so they just took the other persons to jail.
I never even thought about, someone. I mean, I get mad, or I used to, driving, and I would,
like I should have got mad right there, right?
Right. People doing stupid shit, not paying attention, cutting other people off, acting like you're insignificant, and
they feel entitled, man.
Yeah, and it does make you mad, but responding, you never know how crazy that other person's gonna be.
Yeah, and I've been I recorded one, right? It's on there in car cut me off, and so I got next to him, and I was trying to get their attention. They didn't want to look, so I threw a quarter at them. It bounced off their car. They still didn't want to look, but I already know if they didn't want to look, they didn't have a gun. You know,
Yeah,
because if they would have had a gun, they would have been all in the window with you.
Yeah, that's true.
And then so the light was red, so I slowed down, and they passed me up. So when I caught up to them again, I threw another quarter at them.
Did they ever look?
Yeah, well, I don't know if they looked, because I was going faster than, but I could hear the car, and I'm looking in the mirror the whole time. And he got on my quarter panel right there, and he was right when I just had that feeling he was fixing to try to hit me. And I moved. He tried to hit me. He started overcorrecting. He started spinning all the way crazy. And he was going backwards. He jumped the curb and hit a fence.
Serves them right.
Yeah. Then people are talking crap to me on the YouTube. Oh, you initiated it. You the aggressor. Because I put San Antonio on there. I'm gonna call San Antonio police. I'm gonna go to the courthouse. I said, do what you do, man.
Yeah.
So
That's BS.
so Sunday I was charging at Marbach in 14. It's not a good area, right? And, the police roll up. And I got the meta glasses. So I said, sir, can I show y'all something? They said, yeah. So I turned my glasses on, and I got their reaction to it. They're just telling me, they're all kind of like stunned.
Wait, what are meta glasses?
The ones that record.
Oh,
The ones that record.
that's cool.
But they didn't come with all yellow. They didn't come with all yellow lenses. I bought them aftermarket and snapped
That's
them in.
awesome.
Yeah, but it plays the radio. I mean, whatever on your phone, and you can talk on the phone on it. You can ask it, what are you seeing, and it'll tell you what you're seeing. It could translate.
That's awesome.
It could translate signs for you, like if you're in another country. But I got it because I was delivering. So when I go into the place, and I don't deliver anymore, so I'm just recording construction workers just standing there. Man, that makes me mad. They closed down a piece of the freeway for at least three miles, and I'm like, let me turn it on and see what's going on over here, because I know it's gonna be something jacked up. And then sure enough, they put them cones out, put it in one lane, and then it was just two guys just talking with their arms folded.
Yeah, I see it in Oklahoma all the time too. It seems like they close down miles of road that they're gonna work on.
Just to talk right there.
Yeah, but they never do any work on it. And then they hurry up and get the work done, a month later, so they can meet some stupid deadline. But why'd you have it closed for so long?
They ain't trying to meet the deadlines over here. That's why I'm 51 years old, so I peep game, and it's like, I know somebody's getting kickbacks. They're getting kickbacks.
Exactly.
And they're kicking back in with taxpayers' money.
Yep.
Everybody involved needs to go to jail.
I agree. I think
That's the only way to set the example.
There's so much. I can't prove it, but I believe there's so much corruption in the road work.
Yeah.
And government contracts.
One time I was sitting at the light on Culebra in 1604, because that was like my main base of operation, and there's one dude on the ladder, there's two dudes holding the ladder, and there's two dudes just watching. And I passed by yesterday I passed by the day before. I don't know that area, and then I passed by. I slowed down because there's probably one car probably like 100 feet behind me. I slowed down. I rolled down the window. I turned the glasses on. Hey, it takes 3 people to watch somebody dig a hole. And then the girl says, I'm the archaeologist. I wasn't even... I should have said, what y'all digging for, a dinosaur? But it's like, come on, man. What?
Yeah.
I know it's hot outside.
You guys looking for oil or something?
Yeah, I know it's hot outside, but hey, man, you signed up for that.
Exactly. That's part of the job. But don't just stand around wasting our money and tying up traffic.
Yeah, both at the same time.
Yep.
And they're not even like acting like they're working. They're just holding the shovel. Like that's the criteria. As long as you hold the shovel, you're good. What, y'all taking turns shoveling?
Yep. Taking turns propping up the shovel.
The shovel, y'all can make it stand up by itself.
Exactly.
Just hit it in the ground.
You need to get one of those new auto standing shovels.
They don't have to hire any construction workers then.
That's right. That's the fault with that plan.
Man, but that's taxpayers' money, man.
Exactly.
And
happens in Oklahoma too.
I think it's run like the union, and they don't care. Like they're getting the kickbacks on all that shit's traceable. So
Yeah.
it has to be government affiliated, or they
It
would try
used
to
to bug me when I see it, and it still does bug me. You can tell, but I try to let it, dismiss it. I try not to, I see it but don't see it, because if I see it and think about it, then it'll eat at me. If I just
Yeah, but we as people could do something about it, man.
I just don't know it.
Talk to your representative, because that's the lowest man in Congress that you can talk to.
True.
Yeah, like yesterday, some girl.
And county commissioner.
I'm not.
I've written an email to my county commissioner a long time ago about it, but nothing ever came of it.
Oh, something similar like that.
Yeah, I had several years ago. I got upset because they had a stretch of road closed down forever and ever, and it shouldn't have taken any time at all to do the work. But no work was ever done. All they did was strip up the asphalt.
Yeah.
So and put barrels and cones up.
Try to make it look like they was working.
And they would occasionally have people out standing beside, but there was no actual work ever done on the road, and it went on like that for a year. I got tired of that crap, and I wrote an email to my county commissioner. It's like, why the hell are we paying for this? What are they waiting on? I could get out there and do it.
What did he say? No response?
Yeah, no response. Thank you for your, it's one of those awesome replies. Thank you for your concern.
But see, that's what I was telling the policeman I got put over yesterday for rolling stop. I said, I can't go over there by myself. It's going to have to be a group of like 100 of us. Then we can't be denied, Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's taxpayers' money. That could be used to do something better,
Could be used to help people.
Or to actually use to fix the road on time.
Or yes.
That's the main thing.
Better. Yeah. What it's supposed to be used for, what it's allocated for.
Yeah, yesterday, I guess just because that car's letting you turn over here doesn't mean I gotta let you turn through here. And I blow the horn. The first thing that lady does is start sticking me the finger. I'm like,
yep.
So you get killed for that.
That's what I'm saying.
People start shooting for that.
That was my whole point. Is my whole thing started from a simple.
Yeah, the bird is what pisses people off, man.
And
I'll just honk the horn.
Pointed out to me, I'm lucky it was just a bat.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. And that was way back in the day. Imagine how many
I know
society is worse, man.
Yeah, that was way back when people were somewhat calmer, and
the internet destroyed people's families, man. But
yeah.
The internet, you can't have the internet be somebody's babysitter.
Nope.
But that's what the people do. Here, they crying. Here, give them the tablet, and then that's more. You don't know who's in the end of anything on there. I don't know. Just today's a harder time to live, man.
It is.
'Cause nobody's kind, and well, you know what? I've talked to a lot of good people doing this, man. I thought it was gonna be worse, but it's not bad at all. Haven't had anybody rude to me because I don't know if they know it. You gotta get out, man. What you mean? If I tell you get out, you gotta get out of my car, man.
Yep.
But I haven't. Even if I get into it with somebody, I'm gonna drop them off. I don't want them to be stuck out like that just because they don't know how to act.
Yes, sir. I appreciate
This is close enough?
Yes, sir. This is great. I appreciate the
yes, sir.
ride and the conversation. Yes, sir. I got.
Oh, no problem. Have a safe flight, sir.
Yes, sir.
I will.
Be careful.
I always am, sir. I'm gonna stop the clip because I gotta clean up the memory a little bit.